Ahoy, mateys. Alright, we're back here. I was fishing up more sardines, I admit it. I admit it. Got fishing skill up to level 4. I took the gill that I earned, and instead of buying things I need, I bought fisherman's gloves, boost fishing skill +1. Got the fisherman boots, also +1. Like, instead of getting spells, armor, weapons, instead of all those things that you need, I got more fishing shit. I think I might have a fishing problem. Ugh. Alright, so I have another problem, which is the fish. Let me see if they sold. Maybe they sold? Nope. So yeah, I'm currently sitting on a lot of Bass Store sardines, but I think I flooded the market. I think I crashed the sardine market, so I can't really unload the sardines that I've caught. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let me equip my real weapon, because I might need it. My real weapon, my real armor. I mean, my real equipment isn't that great, but the sword is level 20, okay? It's a level 20 sword. So I got a plan. I got a little bit of a plan. Actually, I might want to... I'm trying to think how I want to go about this plan. So, okay. I need to get to Juneau. I need my Chocobo license. Honestly, it's getting to the point where it's hindering me that I can't rent Chocobos. Because increasingly people want me to travel to group up. They don't want to party in the dunes anymore. So I need to get around faster. I have outpost teleports near the starting towns and Zulkheim, but I need more. And right now, Kufum Island is under Sandoria control, so we could capture that outpost relatively easily. But in order to get to Kufum Island, you've got to go to Juneau first. So I'm gonna outpost teleport back to Sandoria. I'm gonna pick up the supplies for Kufum Island, and we're gonna go on an adventure. Alright? We're gonna go on an adventure, a dangerous adventure, to Juneau, and then to Kufum. I'm gonna sort my inventory first, maybe get some supplies. I have the ability to sneak myself, which is good. Being able to sneak really helps. But I don't have invisibility. I shouldn't need it to get to Juneau. But we'll see how that goes down, right? This is always kind of the part about this game that it's very easy to get a little discouraged, right? There's a couple of moments in Final Fantasy XI where you might feel really discouraged, and it's like you might want to give up. There's the initial hump to get over when playing the game of just, oh god, how do I play? But then there's also the problem of, oh, my sub job, how do I get these items? I have to ask for help. That's a big one. But then another one that'll hit you is when you get a certain level, you're out-leveling the dunes, and you find that people want you to really travel to get to the group. And you realize that, like, I have no good way to travel. Like, I don't have a chocobo. I have some outposts, but I can't teleport to them because I'm too low level. So how do I get to the places that people want me to get to? And to that, well, the answer is you're gonna have to do some really painful travel. Like, some real painful travel. Okay, back in Sandoria. I like that this dude's name is just Kiryu. I'm gonna assume he's a white mage main. I would assume. Okay, I would like to go on a supply quest. I would like to go on a quest to Kufum Island. Alright, got the supplies. Man, this dude, Flesh Render. I think he's in my link shell too. We've got the same pearl. Okay, so here's the thing. There's a couple of ways to get to Juno. And I guess I can sort my inventory when I get to Juno. But, okay, so I think maybe the best way is if I go down... Let me think. Okay, if I teleport to Gustaberg... Yeah, if I teleport to Gustaberg and I go north through the Highlands, I can go through the marsh and then Rolandberry Field, and I think that is the safest, least monsters in my pathway to get to Juno. Like the only enemies that I'll run into are Quadovs, like Quadovs and a few goblins. The goblins are super easy to avoid, and the Quadov detect by sound. And I do have sneak, so I should be able to just sneak my way past everything. So with that in mind, let's go down to Gustaberg. 200 gil, well, I gotta pay it. Alright. So, we need to go up here, yep, north to the Highlands, and then once we're in the Highlands, we need to go way north and east to get to Pashao Marshland, and then we have to go through that, and then we have to go through Rolandberry Fields. And this is gonna take a while. This is going to be quite a journey, alright? But it is a journey that if we make it, and we get to Juno safely, if we can do that, then I can work on unlocking my Chocobo. And once I get my Chocobo, then I can just freely, well, not free, but I can travel between the nation states and Juno. I can travel without having to worry about enemy spawns. Like, you know, nothing will attack me on the bird. And also the Chocobo is like, it's like 3 times faster than a player. So it'll make travel time a lot shorter, which is something I really desperately need because good goddamn. This is default run speed right here, but here's the thing: a lot of players, they're like, why is everything so slow? And I found out that on the retail version of the game, the running speed is actually like double this. Like players run like twice as fast as they run here. And I guess to compensate, like, or to make up the difference, I guess Chocobos probably go faster too, but yeah, run speed's much higher on the retail version of the game. Alright, going up through the highline. So this is gonna be a long one. You know, strap in, buckle up and strap in. So these Quadovs, I could kill them for their backplate, but I don't have Treasure Hunter, so it wouldn't do me much good. does feel nice coming back to Gustaberg. Just, I don't know, there's, it's where I played the game back in the day. So it feels very comfy. Okay, so from here, alright, we go straight north till we hit the second fork in the road, then we go east, and then north again, and then we take that all the way up past the Crag of Dem to the marshlands. Them's the plans. And this is, again, this is that step of Final Fantasy XI that I think a lot of people get very frustrated at. I think it's a similar frustration to, at a certain point in the game, you'll get more levels than you have gear, and it's like, oh god, I've got to stop what I'm doing. No more progression on levels. I need to make money, right? And that puts a lot of people off too. Like really puts them off. I think what generally puts people off who are not down for this type of experience, I think the best way to describe what turns them away is they feel like progression means leveling up. And it can. I mean, you know, getting higher level certainly helps, right? It certainly helps with a lot of things. But leveling up isn't really... It is by no means the only form of progression in the game. And I think people tend to think if they're not leveling up, they're wasting time, right? Like, they're not accomplishing anything. But like, you can play this game, and I've played this game, and sometimes for multiple days of play, I won't gain a single level. Like, I will not advance in levels, I might not even really get that much gil, but I'll be accomplishing things that I want to accomplish, like doing quests, unlocking content, working on crafting and or gathering skills. You know, you just kind of spend time working on certain aspects of your character. And that's the game. I think more than anything, that is the Final Fantasy XI experience. Oh hey, fellow human. Literally fellow human. Yeah. Huh. I always like to take the time to take a look at my fellow human and see what they're doing. Wait, someone in this link shell just said something. I love how the ocean can run out of fish. What? Like, hold on, I'm curious about this. What? Like, is that a thing? Can you actually run out of fish in the ocean? Like, I don't know. I know that there is like a supply demand, or not demand, but there is kind of a supply thing if too many people are fishing. But my understanding is that it's not like you run out. It's that it's just that, you know, your catch rate goes down. Huh. Oh wow, so I guess, yeah. I guess overfishing is real. Oh, I guess I learned something. I didn't know that overfishing could get so real that you just there's just nothing to catch. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's see. Once we get out into this open area, it's just kind of straight northeast to the marshlands. I think I already got the crag, like the crag crystal, right? The crystal of Dem. I think I got that already, so I don't have to worry about it. And sorry if it's a little bit more of a boring one here, but again, this is the Final Fantasy experience. Like, I need to get to Juno, I need to get that Chocobo license, and guess what that means? It means your ass gonna be walking for like a half hour. That's what it means. But that is the gameplay. That is in fact the gameplay of Final Fantasy XI. Little known to many as the first walking simulator. I love these things. I love these massive structures, and the first time you see them, it's like, oh, what does it mean? What does it mean? And honestly, I don't even know. I don't even really know what it means exactly. Like, I never really got very far with the plot of Final Fantasy XI. I know there is one. I know some bits about it, but I never got too far with it. Also, hold up. I just realized, I think, like, I think my draw distance is down. Draw distance, set world, 10. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I just noticed it, that my draw distance seemed really short. Like, that draw distance seemed mighty short. Oh, that Onyx Quidov could actually attack me. I don't really want to fight it, I just want to get to Juno. Like, I know it'd make things a little more exciting, but I would really rather get to Juno, like, now. Greater Quidov. They're level 14. It's still easy prey. Again, I'm not gonna fight because anytime I fight, that means we're extending the amount of time that we're out here trying to get to Juno. So I think most times that I would go to Juno way back in the day, even though my character is from Bestock, I think most of the time I went the Jugner Forest route. I think I did that just because, for whatever reason, I didn't know that the marshland was a thing as a kid. Like I don't know how that happens, but for some reason I just didn't figure out that, like, the marshlands is a place that exists and you can go through it to get to Juno. I might not have been so observant as a kid, but the northern route through the forest it is way more dangerous, like way more dangerous. But I think it's only more dangerous because there's a lot of sight-based enemies, and you usually don't have invisibility by the time you're going up that way. But as a kid, I knew, okay, they're sight-based, so as long as I stay out of their vision cone, I'm good. But now it's like, okay, I have sneak, so yeah, going through the marsh is the best possible route. Right? Which, yeah, here's the marsh. It's very flat. very, very flat. Okay, so we're down here. We need to go all the way up to the northeast corner of the map. And there are kind of some shortcuts you can take, but we're not going to take them. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. Sneak. Yeah, so gonna want to keep sneak on for the entire run through here. There's actually not that many hostile enemies, but the ones that there are, they'll ruin my day. Yeah, see, they're level 20. Even though I'm level 23, I can't really fight that. So keep that sneak up. Alright, so northeast. I will check the map a lot because I am not super familiar with this area, I will admit. There are a lot of areas in the game I'm really not super familiar with. And I think that's just another one of those cases of being a, you know, an old school vet of the game that really never, you know, I never really got that deep into it back in the day. I played it a lot, but I never got too far in, you know? But I kind of had like a set way I would do things. Like, this is how I like to do things, this is what I am going to do. And I just commit to it, even if it was wrong. Oh, look, there's some crawlers over there. Yeah, the crawlers, I think those drop crawler silk. Not every crawler type of enemy drops the silk. Most of them do, but not all of them. Okay, I wonder... I mean, look, we might be able to sneak through this section up here. The only thing is, there's goblins over here. So yeah, if we go up here, this is kind of a shortcut through the marsh. If we go the long way... Yeah, there's a goblin tinkerer right there. If we go the long way, the route is much longer. However, if we go this way, we've got to deal with goblins. Now, some of these goblins I can fight if I have to, but I can't fight all of them. So I'm gonna try to be a little adventurous here. Yeah, try to be a little adventurous and sneak our way past the goblins. Also, no music in this area. They've made their own music for a lot of the areas in the game that didn't have music before, but I guess not the marshland. I don't know if it wasn't popular enough of a zone. I don't know. Oh, there is a kitty meowing, but she didn't bring anything in. That's good. Okay, so I need to find yeah, there's a Marlboro over there. I need to find a place where I can just like cast sneak on myself, because my sneak spell is about to wear off. Yeah, it's about to wear off. So let's cancel and refresh it. All right. Sita. We're currently sneaking our way through the marshland to try to get to Juno. So I got to be careful. There's goblins that will be very hostile to me. So I honestly think this server has removed some of the like, I remember there being more hostile goblins in this path, but I've noticed something. I think, in addition to kind of changing around the enemy camps a bit, I do believe this server has actually removed a lot of the enemies that are in your, like, directly in your way when you travel. I've noticed this. I've noticed that that a lot of the routes that were super dangerous back in the day, or on servers like Eden, where I've also done the trips, A lot of those paths, they have little to no enemies on them. And I think that's a good thing, you know? Yeah, look at this. It's yeah, there's no hostile enemies on this route. And I think that's really for the better because like as much fun as it is to perfect the art of dodging through enemy sight lines and all that, it's a real big hassle to have to, you know, to kind of maneuver your way through high level areas to get to a low level area that you need to get to. Consider that, let's say you need sneak oils and prism powders to get around. Those things ain't cheap. They are very, very not cheap, in fact. So, yeah, not needing to burn stealth items every 2 minutes, yeah, that actually is, I think that's a good thing. Yeah, like, I mean, if you look around, like, well, first off, let me sneak myself again. It's wearing off. But yeah, you look around and I mean, you know, there's that Gubu over there, right? You know, there's that horrific abomination just a little bit off the beaten path. It makes more sense that, yeah, so like I think what they've done is literally they've kind of taken the enemies that normally spawn on the road and they've just kind of pushed them a few meters into the, you know, into the wilderness, right? Like just a little bit off the road. I mean, that Malboro's, yeah, he's on the road, but because there aren't like two other Malboros here, it's very easy to go around him, right? Like the way this game was set up normally, there'd be like 3 times as many hostile creatures on the road as there are for me right now. And that makes getting around a nightmare. Like, yeah, there's a goblin tinker over there. You know, he's hostile. But look, there's no, yeah, normally there would be another goblin over on the right side, so you would kind of have to like do some ducking and weaving to get through. But no, here it's just, you know, just go around him and it works, right? You don't you don't need to masterfully dodge. So yeah, I think it is actually a little more, it's both a little more realistic and honestly it's one of those quality of life for the better kind of changes. Like it doesn't take away from anything, right? Like it's still dangerous to travel without a chocobo. Like there's still hostile enemies that I do have to avoid. There's still a ton of terrain that I have to cover if I want to get to my destination. So it hasn't cheapened the experience any. It's just now it's not tedious, right? Like it's still time consuming, it's still a commitment, but it's not tedious too. So that's one of those changes that I can honestly say is for the better. Yeah, back in the day, like, if I was making this run back in the day, or hell, even on, like, Eden, yeah, I would, like, I would need to burn through a whole stack of stealth items, and on top of that, I would need to dodge around, you know, certain things anyway. Or if I didn't want to use the items, it would just be a nightmare. Like, we would be playing a stealth game, alright? Where we're waiting for enemy patrols to go past, and then, you know, we run behind them and pray to God that they don't turn around. Alright, so we made it through the marsh. We are now in Rolandberry Fields. So we've got to go from the south, up along the road, and cross the bridge into Juneau. And then we will be where we need to be. Alright, I got 5 minutes of sneak, I'll take it. I kinda hate still how the duration of your buffs is just random. But a 5-minute one, or okay, a 4-minute one. I guess it was like a 4.5 minute. That'll last me for most of this map. There are enemies that can detect by sight, but we'll try to stay away from those. We'll try and stay out of their way. I do have a bind spell, so I can bind the enemies if I need to. So I don't think the berry grubs are hostile. No. I don't think they detect by sight either. The Quadovs, they detect primarily by sound, but some of them detect by sight. I honestly can't remember which ones those are. So I'm just gonna avoid Quadovs in general. Like, or if I have to go by one, I'll go behind it just to be safe. And if something does attack me, my plan is to hit Chain Spell and then use Bind. So Chain Spell and Bind, and then just keep running. Like, try to root the enemy in place and then use the time they're rooted to just get distance on them. Also, nice area here. It's just a nice, yeah, it's a nice open field area. I like the look and the sound, and you know, other than all the monsters running around, it's a very peaceful area, right? Yeah, it's a very nice, peaceful place. Other than all the monsters that want to kill you, of course. You know, other than that, it's great. All right, so I'm pretty sure I could cut through the mountains. The mountains are not a solid wall here. So if I wanted to, I'm pretty sure I could go through Brutus's field there and then go through the mountain pass. Like, that would be a bit of a shortcut to get to Juno. But I'm pretty sure there's even more dangerous enemies in that area. So I'm just gonna play it safe and stay on the road. So even back in the day, this particular zone was always fairly low risk. Like, this zone was always just a nice, easygoing zone to walk through. There was never that many enemies on the road. It was never a horrible experience getting to Juno this way. Yeah, I know, other than all the death wasps, it's great. You know, the death wasps and the, you know, the man-sized caterpillars that, you know, that want to eat you. Other than all that, right? It's a great place to have a picnic. Alright, just, yep, keeping on it. Am I in a safe area here? Can I re-sneak? Yeah, I can re-sneak here. There we go. Also, this zone, particularly the actual Roland berries, they remind me of something. Ooh, hey look, fellow human player. Fellow human. So yeah, I want to real quick. These right here, you see these the Roland berries, right? So like, look at the model there. You see, hold up. So you see the actual model for the little berries here, right? This little geometric shape with a texture on it. So here's a funny fact for you. In Final Fantasy XIV, which is supposed to be, you know, a much more advanced game, they use more or less the exact same model for, like, you know, the wine fields, right? Like the, you know, where the grapes and stuff are. They use literally these same models. They have maybe a little more polygon to them, but like, it's on this level of quality. And nobody gives Square Enix shit for that. That's kind of the funny thing. As I go through FF11 again and really get into it, there's so many things in this game that if you've played 14, especially more recently, you look at these things and you realize these are either exactly or maybe just slightly upscaled the same models as in Final Fantasy XI. Like, they're literally the same thing. You know, somebody just copy pasted it into a slightly more advanced engine. And again, nobody gives Square Enix shit for that. It's all good. They can do no wrong. Look, it's a little indie company, alright? Small indie company. They're doing their best. I honestly think, though, I think Square Enix, I honestly think they tried more with this game than they did with 14. And I say that as someone who's played way too much Final Fantasy 14. But I really think there was a lot more love in this game, and then they just sort of realized that, oh, people aren't buying this, we need to make a new one. Well, time to copy-paste some assets. Ooh, that one... Aquadov might be one that can see with their eyes. It's kind of funny. Like, there's, you know, enemies that detect by sight or sound. There's not that many enemies that detect by both sight and sound, which is kind of funny because most enemies do have eyes, you know? Like most of these enemies do in fact have eyeballs, even if they detect by sound. So it's a little weird that they, you know, you can walk right in front of them and they don't see you. That's a little strange. Just a little bit. So we're almost in Juneau now. It's been quite a trek, but we're almost there. And you want to know what my first thought is? I wonder what kind of fish I can catch in Juneau. That's my first thought. And and hey there, Zen4. Yeah, 1.0, which I did play a little bit of. I had problems playing it because, honestly, it was a mess. The servers lagged like crazy. I could barely play it, but when I could play it, I liked it. I honestly liked 1.0. If someone ever like manages to emulate 1.0, I'd totally play a private server of that. Oh, Sito. Yeah, you need more, look. That money could have gone into developing the game. Or, you know, it could have gone into a lot of sake and hookers. I don't know. I wasn't there. But here's the funny thing. 1.0 of Final Fantasy XIV, it actually had... Like, it had a better look and feel to it. Like, the character models were actually more advanced than what we got in 2.0 when they, you know, they revamped the game. Like, the 1.0 engine was actually pretty good. It was just kind of a mess, and I think the greater mess was the servers. Like, there was some latency issues. Oh my god, what's going on over here? What's all this now? Sergeant Pepper's here. Why are there just all of these people hanging out? And also, hey, there's Juneau over there. The city of bridges. So yeah, look at this. There's Baboon. Huh. So I think all of these people are they're just selling shit, right? Yeah, I think they're all just selling shit. Yeah, they've all got their bazaar up. That cat girl has a bird helmet. Did they literally did they literally just skin a Yagudo and wear its head? Like, that's a Yagudo Beastman's head. You fucking animal. So yeah, this is kind of weird to me, just to see so many people, like, just chilling out here. Okay. Well, either way, yeah, here's Juno. So, before we enter it, I will say this. This is kind of an iconic moment for every up-and-coming Final Fantasy XI player. You know, you have a lot of little milestones as you go through the game, but for me, one of the big milestones was getting to Juno, because it's a long adventure, right? For a low-level character that has difficulty getting around, making the journey to Juno, the dangerous, perilous journey to Juno, it's an experience in itself. And then you see this, right? And it's like, man, that looks cool. And then Juno just opens up a whole new world of things you need to do. But it's a big character milestone moment. Alright, so we're in Lower Juno. There's the central part of it. And yeah, we're just on the bridge. Interesting perspective there. It might be because I have the draw distance so highly cranked up, but yeah, interesting perspective shot here. Oh man, there's so many people here. God, it feels good. It feels really good to be here and see other humans actually playing the game in Juno. That feels real good. So I guess I'm gonna set my home point here because, well, this is kind of where I should be in the game right now. Yeah, at this point in the game, pretty much you're expected to be here for various reasons. So I'm home pointing here. If I have to get back to Sandoria, it's going to be a bit of a journey. But the good thing is, oh, that's some nice armor. I think he's a red or a paladin, probably a paladin, actually. Also, nice remix of the Juno theme. Very nice. But yeah, there's a really good idea here, right? Like, just a city made of bridges. Just everyone living on these massive bridges that connect to a central column. I really like the idea of Juno. It's honestly one of my favorite Final Fantasy cities. Like, out of the many locations in every Final Fantasy game, Juno is still kind of, it's one of those awe-inspiring moments to get there finally. Alright, so I'm gonna need a certain thing in order to do my Chocobo quest. Also, let me take a look at something. So, my Bastor sardines. Oh, look at that. They're going for only 1,000 gil now. The sardine economy tanked. God damn it. I mean, I'm sure I contributed to that, right? I think I kind of contributed to the economy tanking a little bit. So, can I sell my wind crystals? I do have things to sell. Oh yeah, I farmed up 12 coups. It's either coups or coos. I know, everybody's undercutting me. Oh. Well, I guess it's fair, right? Like, I undercut them, and then they undercut me, and now the sardine game is in trouble. All right, the sardine racket is in trouble. So how much are coups worth? Oh man. They're only worth 400 gil. Like that's not even worth selling them. I might as well just vendor trash those. Damn. I was hoping they were maybe worth something, right? So yeah, it looks like my Bastor sardines aren't really gonna sell for that price, so I'm just gonna pull them. Yeah, I'm gonna pull some of this stuff because it's not gonna sell. Not like this. And yeah, I have a lot of these up for sale. Like I mean, I got a lot of them for sale. Look, I did a lot of fishing, okay? I really like fishing in this game, okay? Also, I don't know. Nobody's gonna buy that carrot. Okay, so now I only have the wind crystals up for sale. So I have an inventory full of Bastor sardines, and they're not worth nearly as much as they used to be. So I'm gonna sell them for 930. Alright. I'm gonna undercut even harder. Look, if you get undercut, you undercut them even more. Return the favor. So, okay, I'm alright, selling all these for 930. And hopefully no one guesses my price, right? Like, hopefully no one guesses the price and devalues sardines even more. Hopefully. Like a Liu Shang fishing, like oh good lord, no. Good lord, I have never been anywhere near getting such a thing. So look, you know, in all of my time playing Final Fantasy XI on various private servers and, you know, retail back in the day, I've never had a lot of gil. Like, I know how to make gil, and I can make enough gil to get the things I need, but I've never been the type to go after super rare stuff. I've never, you know, I've never hit max level in the game. I've never really put in so much to get, like, the crazy rare shit. And Liu Shang's rod, and there's one other rod, I forget what it's called, but, like, those are so far over my head. At some point, I would like to get them. Like, at some point on this server, I would like to work towards that. But right now, since I'm starting fresh on this server, like, I'm just a lowly level 4 fisher, right? I'm only fishing skill 4, so I got a long way to go. It's gonna be a long journey. But for me, it's about the journey. For me, it's about the fish you catch along the way, not the big fish at the end, if that makes sense. Alright, so the coups and these 7 loose sardines, I'm just gonna sell those, I think. Or actually, I'm gonna put the sardines in my Mog house, and I'm gonna take them to Windurst, and I'm gonna turn them into the quest NPC, so that I get a little Windurst fame. And I think the quest NPC gives you 70 gil per fish. The annoying part is you can only turn in 1 sardine at a time. And as much as, hey, it is 70 gil each, that is tedious as hell. You have to rezone too. Like, you have to leave the area or log off, and then log back in or return in order to turn in another sardine. It is a very slow process. So I would not want to turn in like 100 sardines. I'm not down for that. I can't mentally and emotionally torture myself that much at once. But 7 sardines, sure, I'll do that. Alright, so what I'm looking for now is I need 4 pieces of Gauze-bit grass. I'm gonna need that for the Chocobo quest. So, pet items. Yeah, it's the first one, Gauze-bit grass. So I need, oh man, they're 400. How much is a stack? So let me think. A stack is 5,000. I mean, I don't need a stack. I need 4 pieces exactly. So, yeah, it is cheaper. Even if I have to pay 500 gil, like, it is cheaper to buy individual clumps of grass. Looks like I can get it for 480. Perfect. So I need exactly 4 pieces. So that's 2. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not going to get the chocobo like on stream right now. I might not even get it on stream because it requires you to wait for several actual real hours. And yeah, I won't torture you that much, but I need to get that chocobo. Okay, I got my 4 bits of gauze-bit grass. Right? Yeah, 4. Perfect. Perfect. So now, with gauze-bit grass in hand, I have set my home point to Juno. So, right, there's a lot of quests in Juno. I'm not gonna get into all of them now, but the main thing for a level 23 red mage is the chocobo license. That's the main thing. Also, here's a better bind point. Yeah, set this as my home point. Man, look at all these. Look at all these highfalutin, high-level players with their fancy artifact armors and shit. Oh. It's enough to make you depressed, but in a good way. It's like I wanna work towards that and eventually get that shit. Mostly, I'm just happy to see fellow human players here. I was playing on Eden for quite a while, and the server population just wasn't great. But also because of some changes, or just how things are structured, no one really used Juno. Yeah, hey, there's Eden. But yeah, no one really used Juno. They all just hung out in their starting towns. You know, at the outpost teleport guy there. Okay, so chocobo stables are over this way. Oh yeah, we need to drop off those Kufum supplies. Need to remember to do that. Oh, hold up. Look at this guy in chat down here. Hey, can you buy a guild on this server? Anyone wanna / tell me and talk about it? Like, man, that's how you get banned real fast. Okay, so here we go. The chocobo stables. Whippets and I can't dunk. I love these goddamn names. I love them. I absolutely love them. So, I think it's Brutus here that starts the quest. What's your problem? You want to ride a chocobo? I sure do. Of course you do. Nowadays, everyone wants to ride a chocobo. Why, this is a golden opportunity for you to step into the wide, wonderful world of avian delight. I want to ride the chocobo, not fuck it. Then again, you young people have a tendency to throw creatures away without a moment's thought. That's why there are more chocobos living out in the wild now than I ever dreamed of as a kid. You wouldn't dream of committing such a terrifying act, though, would you? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. No, never. I would never abandon and or grill a chocobo and or deep fry it. Would never. Of course you wouldn't. Still, I can't guarantee, or I can't grant you permission to ride so easily. The Vanadil Chocobo Society, they'd never allow it. I've got it. See that fine creature over yonder? If she takes to you, I'll let you ride her. Again, sir, I don't want to fuck the chocobos. Good luck, kid. Alright. Okay, so let's, Oh, the master found this chocobo collapsed out in Rolandberry Fields. I bet it ran away from its last owner. It seems it was whipped and worked to exhaustion. It's so scared of people, it cowers from everybody. Those savages. That's no way to treat a chocobo. I try my best for him, but he won't eat a thing. I wonder, it just might eat a clump of gosbit grass. You know, the stuff that heals chocobo wounds. Like, look, I've seen on that part of the internet. I've seen some chocobo things. All right, you don't want none of that. Okay, so let's trade it. Let's trade it some gosbit grass, magic chocobo healing grass. Queh! He still looks terrified of you. Now wait a second. He still looks terrified of me, but the chocobo guy, he said it was a she, right? Like, it's a chocobo. I don't see any genitals on it, so I don't know. Alright, they won't eat a thing until they're comfortable with you. Just keep at it, okay? Eat the damn grass! Just shove it in your beak! Yeah, I guess it ain't hungry. Try feeding it later. So yeah, the way this works is you can only feed it once every in-game day. We are kind of at a fortunate moment here. It is currently almost 20 o'clock in the game, and when the next day rolls around, that's a new chance. It's not literally every real hour, it's just a game day is an hour. But if it's already close to the next day rolling over, then yeah, you can totally, you know, you can get 2 hours in, like, within a few minutes of each other, right? If you're lucky. Yeah, there is chocobo breeding in these games. FF11 also has chocobo breeding. It's not unlocked on this server yet, because it's a later feature, but it is a thing here. It's just, I mean, how do they, like, I don't know. I don't know. I probably really don't want to know either. I probably don't want to know how chocobos reproduce. How does one milk a chocobo? Which, okay, look. In this world of Final Fantasy, there are no cows, right? There's milk. Like, I know there's milk out there, but there's no cows. So where does the milk come from? Are the chocobos milked? Do they milk the chocobos? I have questions. I don't know how the world works. I don't know how anything works. Also, I'm gonna try fishing in a little bit just to see what you can catch in Juno. I have no idea. I'm gonna switch over to my Legionnaire staff just because it looks like a shovel. So, and I'm gonna use my fishing gloves and fishing boots. I'll see what kind of fish there is to catch here, but I want to get those Kufum Island supplies in first. Yeah, look, you don't ask where the mystery milk comes from. All right, you never want to know where the mystery milk comes from. Oh, the golden chocobo. I don't know. I've never experienced chocobo breeding in Final Fantasy XI. All I know is that it's a thing, and apparently people loved it. Like, it's one of the features that came later on in the game that people really loved. And I know there's also chocobo racing. Like, there's a whole thing around it. Like, it's a proper thing. but it's something that came later on in the game. So this server isn't going to go into that for quite a while. But I don't know, people are looking forward to it. I mean, me, I don't need that, but, you know, cool, right? Also, how much, I gotta look, like, how much experience I have. If I die, will I de-level? I will, in fact, de-level if I die. So let's try not to die. Ooh, this music is new. Oh crap, I need to buy a map for this place. I don't need my map right now. Like, I know where I need to go. We don't have to go in very deep. Okay, so I think these guys detect based on sound. Like, I think I can walk in front of them and they won't see me. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Like, I know they detect on two things. They detect on sound, and they detect on magic. So as long as I don't cast a spell, I should be okay, as long as I have sneak on already. I like this music choice. Like, for what Kufum Island is, I think this music works out pretty good. What it is basically a dungeon island with a big tower in the middle. So, this right here is another reason why I cannot recommend leveling up either Red Mage or White Mage as kind of your first 2 level 30 character. Because having Sneak, right? Like, having Sneak is so useful. If I didn't have Sneak, I would have to, like, I'd have to buy a bunch of powders and shit and waste gil to go out and do this. But no, I can just sneak past everything. Great. Perfect, that's what I want. So oh, here we go, we're coming out to the exit, yeah. So for this zone, I think you only need to get to the exit here. There should be a conquest guy, like, right over here to the right. Yeah, there we go. So this is as deep as we need to go. Yeah, you brought us supplies! Give me that signet. No, I do not want to set my home point here. That would be a very, 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 very bad idea. But I will have a signet cast on. Yeah, so I wonder if I can see it from here. I don't know if I can see the tower from here. Probably not. Yeah, there's giants out here, and they will kill you dead. But no, I can't see the tower. Oh, hey there, Burn. Hey there. Yeah, are we having another dream sequence? Also, I just made it to Kufum Island. I made the journey. Now let's sneak out. Let's, I gave them the supplies, so let's sneak back on out. Alright. Back to Juno. Back to safety. Relative safety. Well, no, you need like, burnt. You need like, liquid versus solid double, or... I don't know, what other... There's actually not that many, I don't know, duplicate, double, mirror, type of versus things. There's not that many of them to go off of in fiction. Surprisingly. Shockingly. Oh no, punished double is the worst. Revolver double lot. Oh. We're establishing a whole new canon here. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so I want to get back to Juno. The day is almost rolled over to the next one. So I want to try to feed the chocobo again. And I won't tame it until I have force-fed it 4 gauze-bit grass. Nothing less will do. Oh, nice. I will admit, I have only played, you know, that one, like, shitty VR missions Metal Gear Solid game on the PlayStation 1, and I wasn't very impressed. It kind of put me off the whole franchise. At some point, I should probably give it another chance. Or what about, wasn't there a Metal Gear game on the NES? Like, wasn't there? Maybe I should start with that one. Okay, we're out of Kufum Island. So I've delivered the supplies. Let's head back up to Upper Juno because I need to hit up that chocobo again to see if it'll eat the grass. Ah, so the original Metal Gear was on NES. I mean, honestly, that'd be the easiest one to play, right? As a start. So, if I ever get around to it, I guess we'll start from the beginning. Man, it's a wild time there, Sito. Ugh. Also, why is there a guy named Sandals? Sandals is not a name. I bet they're Ataru. I bet. Oh hey, Clunk. He's in my link shell, I think. Alright, so I'm gonna go down here and try to feed the grass again. I got 10,000 gil. One of the better uses of my gil would be to buy some maps for this area. Like, I think I should buy some more maps, honestly. Okay, I'm here. Do you want to interact? Yeah, okay, so let's try feeding. 1 grass. Queh! He still looks a little wary of you. Nope, still no go. Friendly chocobo would be eating already, but this one's different. So... Right, so I can't I can't try him again, right? Yeah, he isn't hungry. So the next time I try to feed him, I think he should take it. Like in total, this quest takes like 6 real hours. So I think next time he'll probably take the grass. Huh. I don't know much about Kojima's games. I mean, I played some Armored Core 4, but outside of that, I don't know much. But I do feel like there's a lot of that's not how anything works, right? Okay, so I think I can buy maps in this nice little establishment here. Also, nice view here. I feel like I wouldn't normally see the land over there. Hold on, I want to do a little experiment. Draw distance, set world 1. So this is what you'd normally see, right? So normally you would just sort of see a foggy area in the distance. At 10, you see everything, and I'm honestly not sure if that's ideal or not. Like, I honestly don't know if it's a good thing to see that terrain in the distance in full detail or not, because I think it's really not meant to be seen in full detail. I think it's meant to have a layer of fog over it. Oh, Mike did a Snatcher stream. I vaguely remember it, but I don't think I actually saw that one. I hope it's archived somewhere. I need to go back and... There's a couple of streams I want to go back and watch again. Okay, magic maps for sale. I would like that Kufum Island map, please. I'm gonna need it. There's the Necropolis, the Citadel, the El Shimo regions. I will need those maps eventually. Like, I'll eventually need maps for all of those places. But right now, I don't. Right now, that's not really a priority. Alright, so I want to go to a good fishing spot. Look, I have no idea what I even can catch in Juneau, but I gotta try, right? I've got 4 fishing skill, and I have these boots and gloves, so I gotta try my hand at fishing, okay? Gotta fish everywhere I can. Oh yeah, is there another Silent Hill in the works? I know that there was one, like, after PT, right? And I think that was just dropped, right? I haven't kept up with any Silent Hill news since then. Ah, well, I'll have to look up some things after the stream. I literally have not heard of anything, so pleasant surprises. See, we're kind of at the point, though. We're kind of at the moment in time where if someone just randomly said there's a Silent Hill coming, right? New Silent Hill coming, I would just assume you're referring to a pachinko machine or a mobile game, right? We're at that point in time when it comes to the franchise. Alright, so let's see, there's not really good fishing spots here. I feel like maybe Port Juneau would be the best place to go, right? Like, probably the port. Also, I want to check my Mog House real quick. I just want to see if maybe some of my crystals or some of those sardines, just see if any of it's sold, right? Just any of it. Silent Hill Townfall. That sounds like a fake movie title. If you know what I mean, right? That sounds like a fake title. And oh yeah, I did actually check out that Dragon's Dogma 2 trailer. It honestly doesn't, like, it doesn't look like it's a huge step up from Dragon's Dogma 2, but from Dragon's Dogma 1. But like, that game looks beautiful, right? Like, Dragon's Dogma looks beautiful, it still does. So, you know, it's... little steps up are still nice, but it looks like it's going to maintain the feel of Dragon's Dogma. And that's what I care about, that they maintain that look and feel. So I'm kind of excited for that. I'll play it. Yeah, oh god, burn. Right. It's like, hey, new Silent Hill content for Dead by Daylight. Insert Fortnite dance. Oh no. Alright, let me see. Have I sold anything on the auction house? Yes! Glorious fish money! Oh, look at that sardine cash. Oh my god, someone actually guessed that I put it up for 950, or I put it up for 930. Someone guessed that I put it, like, they guessed 950. That's actually pretty close. Man, people are really, yeah, they're getting it right, huh? Man. So wait, did my wind crystal sell? Yeah, my wind crystal sold and my sardines sold. I hate that they managed to get the price down to 950. I hate that. I hate that. God damn, I'm the one crashing the sardine market. It's all me. But hey, look, the good news is that after buying the 4 Gaussbit grass and the 3,000 gil map of Kufam Island, after buying all that shit, after selling the sardines, I've got 12,000 gil again. That's the good news. That's the good news. Burn. You're getting too deep here for me. Also, I maintain I will never play a visual novel. You can't make me. It'll never happen. And Persona doesn't count. Persona don't count. There's gameplay. Alright, so I feel like if I can fish anywhere, it's probably gonna be Port Juno, right? Like, if you can fish any place in this damn city, it's gotta be the port. It has to be. So, let's see. Let's see if we can get anything here. So I'm fishing with my Halcyon rod and Sabiki rig. You cannot fish here. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Little too thick. Okay, maybe let's go back up, and I think there was less of a an overhang on the lower and upper Juno walls, I think. And yeah, Sito, it's not that I think visual novels are bad, it's just really not for me. I need gameplay. Like, I need to be thrown into a dungeon where I do combat, right? Like, I need that to break up the visual novel elements, right? Okay, can I fish in this little niche here? Can I do that? No, I cannot. So it seems like it's actually a lot harder to find a place to fish in Juneau than I initially thought. Like, I thought I could just fish, right? Just fish in Juneau, just do it. But I don't think it works that way. I mean, I've heard good things about Ace Attorney, and I mean, that does look interesting, but again, it's not really for me. There's a lot of kinds of games I like. There's many types I enjoy to play, but visual novel never really did it for me at a certain point. At a certain point, I just find myself mashing that X button to speed through everything. Because like the ADD kicks in and I can't anymore, right? And then I end up missing everything, and then nothing makes sense, and yeah. Also, Rabid Monkey. Why do all the Mythra have strange names? Why does every Mythra player have a name like that? Okay, so yeah, it looks like I can't really get close enough to the water to fish anywhere. Why is everyone crowding around Wise Wolf here? What is he? What does he do? Oh, this is an auction. Huh. Okay. Yeah, this is just an auction house. Wait, is that on the map? No, it's not even on the map. I wonder if that's something that was added. Like, I don't remember there being like just an auction guide. Oh look, Amazing Acid Bunny. That is in fact a name. That is a name. Oh, yeah, look, just get to the sex scene. The funny thing is, I have less problem playing like literal H games, right, that have kind of visual novel elements. Like, if you think about it, Third Crisis or Claire's Quest, if you think about it, those are technically visual novels, right? Like, Third Crisis has actual gameplay, like, it's got, that Final Fantasy Tactics-like gameplay. And Claire's Quest does have, like, it has stats and skill checks and all that, but technically those are both visual novels, I guess? But I never had the problem with those games that I had with every other visual novel I've ever tried. And that problem being that it's just endless dialogue. So I guess maybe I need a sex scene to break that up. I don't know, but I can't handle the endless dialogue of most visual novels. It's just not for me. Again, not saying bad, just really not for me. I wonder if I can. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to kill anything if I go out into the wilderness. But I can at least re-equip my weapon. I can do that. And I guess re-equip my armor. Since apparently I can't do any fishing here. So I guess I might as well just... Like, I want to hear the music. I want to hear the music for Battalia Downs. I wonder if they remixed it. Gotta hear more. Like, this sounds familiar. Oh, Kofefe Burrows. I'm having a hard time telling if they remixed this one or not. It doesn't sound like really, really crunchy MIDI music, so I think this is remastered, but I'm not 100%. Just catching up to chat. But yeah, I think so. Okay, I think maybe my problem with most visual novels is that they are way too wordy. And I guess it's a novel, right? But remember, there's a visual part in there, and you're playing a game still. So the reason why that I think I can get into games like, you know, like the adult games like Claire's Quest and Third Crisis, well, Third Crisis has gameplay to back it up. But say Claire's Quest, which is also a good story game, like it's just a good game. I think what works there is that, yeah, it has stat checks and like RPG elements. But also, I think what works is they generally don't let the dialogue go on for too long. And it's not even that they interrupt it with a sex scene or anything, oftentimes they don't. It's just that they constantly have you making choices. Like in every sort of dialogue encounter, you're gonna have a couple of choices to make, and there's going to be what little gameplay you want to call it, there's going to be gameplay breaking things up. And you never have moments where you're just sitting there for like 10 minutes just pushing the X button. And it's not just visual novels that have this problem, I want to put that out there. Yeah, you get a lot of exposition dumps, but like, okay, let me put an example, a franchise example out there where I have this problem too, and it's a game I like. So the Hyperdimension Neptunia games, shame, I know. But those are RPGs, right? Like, they're proper games with proper gameplay. The problem is when you get to the more visual novel, talky dialogue sequences, when you get to those in Hyperdimension Neptunia games, the dialogue can go on uninterrupted for sometimes 5+ minutes. Like, I think there's some scenes that can go on for like 10 or more minutes, and all you're doing is pushing the X button to advance the dialogue. And if you actually read the dialogue and you read what is being said, there's a lot of repeat, like there's a lot of looping dialogue, a lot of saying the same thing but in different ways, or going over information that the player already knows, but we're going over it for the 5th time, right? Like in the same scene. It's really meandering how the dialogue is, and I can't stand it. I like the actual gameplay of Hyperdimension Neptunia games. Like, I like that, but their cutscenes are terrible. They're absolutely goddamn terrible. Also, yeah, even this little stalking sapling is level 24. I can't fight that. So it looks like I can't really fight anything around Juno. I can't fight anything here. I can't fish here. I can't do anything in this town. Like, I can't do anything here. So, yeah, I guess honestly my only real option is to stay in Juno. Like, okay, let's say I wanted to leave and go fishing in Selbina again. If I wanted to do that, I'd have to go all the way back down the way I came through the marshes. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. So yeah, I guess I'm just stuck in Juno until I get my Chocobo license. Then I can leave, right? Like, then I can leave in a timely fashion. But until then, I'm kind of stuck here. Also, this is where most people are going to want to group up to do content at level 20. Like, most people are going to ask me to go over to Kufum Island to do stuff, so that's the place to be. Oh, Galgun, man, is it bad that I actually... It looks kind of interesting. Like, it looks like it would be a fun or funny experience to play through. There's a couple of games that fall into the very shameful category, but, like, they just legit look like fun. If we're being honest, that is how I bought most of the adult games I own on Steam. It's because they actually have interesting, like, mechanical gameplay. So it's like, oh, fuck it, why not? Let's go in, balls deep. Sometimes literally. But I like good, interesting games, right? I like interesting games. I'll go wherever the interesting games take me. Alright, so I guess I can't really do anything here. I set my home point to Juno, but I can't do anything there. I could maybe group up, but it's kind of bad timing for that. It's about dinner time, actually. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be asked to make some noodles or something soon. And I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry too, so it's maybe a good spot to leave it off on. Maybe? Oh, I still need to get Persona 4 Golden. I still want to play that, even though I've played the hell out of Persona 4. I own Persona 4, but the Golden version does add some content. Then again, I own Persona 5 Royal. I should probably play that first before I replay a Persona game I've already done. We'll have to make a stream day out of Persona 5 sometime. I guess we could alternate it, right? We could either alternate it or maybe play P5 a little bit and then switch over to FF11 or something, right? I have never completed the Persona Compendium. I will admit, I've never done it. I also have never maxed out all of the social links in any Persona game that I've played. I know. I wonder, are these guys auctioneers? Yeah, okay, there's lots of auctions around here. Yeah, the deepest of shame. I know. Ugh. And look at that clock there. Which, I wonder, does the clock actually, like, show, like, is time advancing on that thing? I'm not sure, honestly. I don't think so. You got a broken clock there. So, okay, I can't really do anything in Juno right now. Not on my own. I need my Chocobo license to leave. Like, if I want to go back home to Sandoria, or if I want to go to the dunes to catch more Bistor sardines, I need a Chocobo to get around. Like, I am not manually walking through all that shit to get back, and then come back here to continue getting my license, right? I'm not doing that. So I'm staying in Juno until I get my Chocobo license. I don't know if I'll just do that on, like maybe save the last step for the stream. That might be what I do. Or I just might get it. I might just go ahead and get the license so I can keep playing the game. We'll see. We'll see, right? But either way, that's what I'm gonna work on with this character. Just off stream, gonna continue, and maybe get into a group too. People might want to invite me to a Kufum Island group, so I'll be on the lookout for those. I know. I try to document the journey, but some parts of the journey are really tedious. So I just want to do them, right? Just do them when I can. But yeah. So okay, we'll leave it here with this one. We'll leave it here for now. I'm still kind of upset that I can't fish in Juneau. Like, look at this. There's just enough space that I can't access the water. I hate that. I must fish. There's fish, and I can't get to them, and that upsets me. It upsets and angers me. Ooh. Well, the thing is, I don't have any VR type of stuff, but so, like, you can use VR chat without a VR setup, right? And if so, I guess I might take a look at it, because I am fascinated. Okay, yeah, I am fascinated by digital worlds. It's the reason I love MMOs, and it's why I like to every now and then, you know, step into stuff like Active Worlds or Worlds.com, or hell, the odd foray into Second Life to see the weirdos. I like digital worlds and the weird shit people make in them. So I would be down for that sometime. I would be down to try it sometime. Oh no, there'll be cat girls in there. Oh no. Oh yeah, I guess, so like that is kind of the problem with exploring things like Second Life or VR chat or whatever. Like, no matter how careful you try to be or where you try to go to be careful, there is always the chance that, I guess, someone's just gonna be walking around with their dick flopping out and saying all the gamer words, right? Possibly both at the same time. So it's a bit of a... It's a bit of a Russian roulette for streaming. I think that's the problem with it, right? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I mean, I think I personally have... I think I personally have dropped a couple of those bombs, but look, I can get away with that, alright? I can get away with it. I've got the fro, okay? I have the credentials. But yeah, you don't want someone just running around screaming that. You don't. That Twitch tends to not like that sort of thing. It's very advertiser unfriendly. Except when I do it. Like, look, I'll do it all day. I don't know, put a KFC advertisement on it, and it'll be great. It'll like, no, Twitch, no, what's that hammer? No. You can just see the monolithic hammer descending from the sky. Alright. Oh, hey, look at this. I very rarely look at the chat on, like, the global chat on this, but looking for high-level thief assistance with the Davoy coffer keys. I've seen this multiple times. Multiple times I have seen people either looking for the assistance of a thief, like, hey, I'm killing this thing, I need someone with Treasure Hunter 3, please come help me. Or I've seen thieves advertising their services, like I've seen them, you know, saying, oh, hey, oh, it's that time, it's dinner time. But let me finish my thought. So I've seen like thieves just advertising, hey, do you need a thief? Do you enjoy treasure? Invite me. I pop it and you drop it. And that sounds like some kind of innuendo, but it's like, yeah, they kill it and you get the drop, right? Like literally people selling their service of loot, right? To other players. That is great. And I love how they can phrase it too. I still think that sounds like some kind of sex meeting thing. But no, that's thief services right there. Alright, so that is all for today. Everyone is hungry here. I'm sure there's probably gonna be a very hungry cat meowing at me soon, probably. So I'm gonna make some pastas, and maybe potato for myself. I don't know. I'm having a potato mood, honestly. But hope you all had fun. Hope you had fun. I know it's a little uneventful. All we really did was walk, but that's Final Fantasy. Cue the epic title screen, Final Fantasy XI. Alright, so let's get out, let's tab out of that. I will continue to feed my chicken and make dinner. See you guys next time. I guess tomorrow, I don't know what we'll do exactly. More of this, I guess, but also I do want to get back on that Ultima server and really try it out, like go beyond the newbie zone. So, alright. Till next time, have a good one. See you guys later. And remember to brush those teeth. Later.